The Jeep Meridian, is it an overgrown compass or something more? That's what we're going to tell you in this video. Now this right here is the Overland variant, and this comes with some additional tidbits, and we're going to show you all of that in this video, compare it with a few other cars in this segment, and tell you why you should buy this car. My name is Vipul, welcome back to Motoroids, and let's get started. Now the Meridian, some of you might say that it looks just like the compass, but I would disagree because the Meridian looks a little bit wider, a little bit bigger than the compass. Now obviously if you look at the grille, it has the same grille like the compass, but that's the Jeep family grille that you have there. And for me this is more or less like a cross between the compass and the Grand Cherokee. However, in the Overland variant, I like how this chrome treatment has been done. It's been done very tastefully. It's not too loud, not too much in your face. It has been done tastefully. It's just the right amount of chrome. That's the way I'd like to put it. But the highlight here are these wheels. Just look at them, and they are really good looking alloys. Now there also comes an alloy wheel with blacked out, where this section is blacked out and this section right here is chrome. So while the wheels are moving, it looks like a 5-spoke wheel. And if you move right along the body lines, you'll see more chrome here. Again, not too much in the face. It's just the right amount. You have some chrome on the roof rails. You have a nice dual tone finish. I like this green color as well. And when you come to the rear, again, just the right amount of chrome. I also like how the Meridian is distinct from the compass at the rear, and the designers have done a really good job to keep the proportions right and still keep the back looking really good. Right here you have the Overland branding and the 4x4, because this is a 4x4 variant. You get a spoiler, high stop lamp, and you also get rear wash and wipe, shark fin antenna on the roof. And right here you have a little Easter egg, these tiger eyes. Let us know, what do you think about the design of the Jeep? Do you like this, or you like some other car in the segment? You have the Kodiaq, you have the MG Gloster, the Toyota Fortuner of course, and other cars as well, like the XUV 700 and the Tata Safari. Obviously they are in a lower price segment. So let us know, what do you think of the design of the new Jeep Meridian? Step into the cabin of the Meridian and you will be welcomed with a royal premium feeling. Look at these materials right here. You have soft to touch leather, you have this fabric mimicking Alcantara. Check out the stitching, looks really nice. Also these brown accents, they give a premium feel to the car. Now overall you might say that this cabin looks more or less like the compass, but no, that's not the case. But with the use of these materials, you will feel that you are in a more premium cabin. The quality on the headliners, amazing. You get a full panoramic sunroof, which is really nice. And just look at these seats. Premium leather seats. You have the Overland branding right here. Some more soft finish mimicking Alcantara, and the stitching on the leather seats gives it a much more richer and premium look. Now not only do these seats look good, they are very comfortable as well. And in the front you get seat ventilation. Now, both the passengers get an electrically adjustable seat with adjustment for lumbar support as well. So you get a whole lot of kit with this car, and this interior is really plush and premium. You get a large touchscreen right here. This is the same screen that you've seen on the compass as well, and all the buttons are in reach, and I'm glad that Jeep is sticking to physical buttons for the aircon controls and not putting them on the touchscreen. Now you get wireless charging, you have Type A and Type C support. You have all these buttons to control your 4x4. You have the drive selector right here. This is for the terrain modes. Drive modes are missing on the car, but you still get some more premium finishes right here. 2 cup holders, you have ample space to store your phone. You can store it here or you can store it here like this. So ample space, good practicality. You get premium Alpine speakers and they sound really good. If you also look at the door panel right here, you have soft touch materials, you have this fabric right here, and overall the fit and finish and premiumness that you seek in a premium car is present in this car. So in some way, this cabin makes you feel that the cost of the Jeep Meridian is justified. Now the second row of the Meridian also gets the premium leather seats. Getting in is fairly easy. Like you saw, it was very easy for me to get into the car. I am missing a sunblind right here. If that was added, it would have been really good. Even the Tata Safari and the Tata Harrier gets one, so yes, Jeep could have slapped that on. Now the driver's seat is adjusted to my height and driving position. A decent amount of knee room, good leg room. I really like the under thigh support. Not many cars give you good under thigh support, and this one does give you a good under thigh support. There is some amount of seat recline also, which you don't get on the Compass, but you get it here because this has 3 rows. A nice central console with 2 cup holders, some space to hold your phone, and this seat is the sliding seat that can be put down to enter the 3rd row. Now if you look at the 3rd row, it's not very usable for adult humans and it's only good for children to sit in. Now you also get AC vents at the rear, you get a USB type A charging right here, and you also have a electric port right here where you can put in a cigarette lighter, and if you want to connect more devices you can use that. Other than that, you have this massive sunroof handle and a coat hook as well, reading lights for individual passengers. Now given the length of the car, you might feel there is a lot of space here, but it's fairly decent. It's not something very exceptional, but you will still be very comfortable in this seat. Now driving the Meridian, it has the same engine as the Compass. It's a 2-liter turbo diesel engine which puts out 170 HP of power and 350 Newton meters of torque. But it is slightly tuned differently than the Compass. Immediately noticeable is that this is much more refined than the Compass and much more relaxed as well. Obviously, it's lugging a lot of weight with it. Now once you get moving, you will notice that cruising in the Meridian is very easy and you can have a lot of fun. You're going to enjoy cruising with the Meridian. So long distances are going to be very comfortable for you. Now this comes with a 9-speed gearbox. However, it is a little lazy. So if you want to make that quick overtake, this is not the car to do that. I mean, this is for someone who likes to enjoy cruising on the highways, go long distances at a decent speed. You can do triple-digit speeds really easily, and this car is very composed. It's mature in a sense where the engine is not in a hurry. It's not in a hurry and it will take you to your destination fairly quickly, but you will be comfortable all the way long. Now, speaking about the ride quality, like I said, this is a very composed car and this is not as sporty as the Jeep Compass. There is very little body roll. Now, speaking about the suspension, like I said, the car is very composed and at higher speeds, you're going to love how the suspension feels. Each and every passenger in the first 2 rows at least are going to be really comfortable, and doing long journeys is not going to be tiresome at all. Now this is not as sporty as the Jeep Compass, so the suspension is a little softer. However, Jeep has managed to keep the body roll on the lower side, so the body roll can be felt only when you're taking on the twisties really fast. Vertical body movement on the highways is barely noticeable, and only if you're going at very low speeds is when the undulations and the bad roads would creep in. Other than that, it's a very relaxed and comfortable ride. Speaking about the handling, obviously this is a very long car, so handling it at higher speeds can be a little challenging, but the steering wheel, it weighs up really well, it's balanced, and it gives you a lot of feedback. However, what I miss on this are paddle shifters. Now this comes with a 9-speed gearbox, and to make the drive more engaging, paddle shifters would have been a really good addition, and you could enjoy the drive even more. Speaking about fuel efficiency, in the city you will get around 8 to 9 to the liter when driving in traffic conditions. On the highways you will get around 15 to 16 kmpl, which is decent for this long and heavy car, which is not only hauling 2 more seats but also the 4x4 deck. In terms of visibility, there's good all-round visibility. You have a big windscreen, good glass area, so you have a good all-around view. However, this seating position is not as imposing as you would find in a Fortuner or probably an MG Gloucester, so you don't sit very high up, and if that's what you are looking for in an SUV, then probably the Meridian won't be your choice. But in terms of how it drives, how the cabin feels, how everything is laid out, I definitely like what Jeep has done with the Meridian. So, who is the Jeep Meridian for? Obviously, it's not for everyone. But if you are someone who's looking for a handsome looking car, a mature design, and someone who wants comfort, a good interior, the Jeep Meridian is going to be a very good choice, especially if you have a big family. Now, obviously, the third row seats are not very usable, but if you have kids in the family, you can definitely use those. Put them down, you have a lot of luggage space. Now, over the Compass, this gets a much more refined engine, a much more comfortable ride, and I've already told you how better it is than the Fortuner, which is its main rival. But this one is much more premium looking. It has more premium interiors, and if that's something that you're looking for, go to the showroom and check out the car, take a test drive, and you probably will be surprised. I really hope a Jeep works more on the brand image. They are much more available and take the Indian market much more seriously, because their products are fantastic, and a little bit of more attention to the customers and the service experience, after sales experience, is going to go a long way for the brand, and I'm sure they will be able to sell much more cars than they are doing right now. I hope I was able to answer all your questions in this video. If you have any more questions, put them down in the comments below. Subscribe to Motoroids if you haven't already. Press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. This is Vipul signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.